Hi, my name is Brendan Bailey. I'm a junior at ASU majoring in educational studies with a goal to become a teacher. The best way to get to know someone, I would say, is through their life experiences. I want to start off with talking about how I kind of realized that I've really helped a lot of people in high school understand things. We're sitting in class, you just don't understand something, they turn around, ask a friend for help, and I usually was that friend to help, and they just would understand. And even in college, one of my best friends kind of struggled with math, and he would always come to me and I helped him with his math, and he finally would understand what was going on with his class. Everything kind of came full circle when I started working at the Boys and Girls Club. I was one of the gym directors there, and I loved it. It was only a temporary position, so that's why I didn't work there for very long. I was just there filling for somebody that had the qualifications for that role. A couple years later, I was working a bunch of stupid jobs, sales, construction, manual labor, and I didn't like any of it. I was miserable, and I just kind of realized one day that working with kids was my passion. It was my hobby. It was what I cared about. The thing is, every individual is different and function differently based on our personalities, and it is important to know yourself and your capacities. According to the Indigo test, some of my strengths include promoting enthusiasm, and I think that's very key when it comes to teaching. If you're in a classroom with students, with kids, if you're not excited about what you're doing, the kids aren't either. They're not going to learn. I'm also really good at generating excitement. It goes hand in hand, promoting enthusiasm and getting excited. I'm really flexible. I'm used to the change. And I'm really goal-oriented, and all those goals I really try to accomplish based off saving time, money, and resources. So with schooling, that'd be perfect for a teacher. One of my many passions is cars, and I've actually recently found out, since I am teaching, it actually works really well for teaching. A lot of the male students love my car, even some of the female students, they love it, and it's a great conversation starter for them, and we can sometimes take breaks, go outside, go check it out, and we just talk car. It's a big attention grabber for the kids, and it helps relate them and make me more human for them. Another one of my passions is just helping and motivating people. Even like my videographer here, helping promote his brand and help him get more clients as well. It goes perfectly for teaching. I love helping the kids. I love motivating them. It's just fun for me. And the biggest takeaway from all this, something I'm passionate about, is just seeing the light bulb go off. That light bulb meaning you're explaining something, and then all of a sudden, ding, it goes off. They finally understand. That's self-gratifying for me, and I enjoy it so much. It brings me so much pleasure. It's another one of my passions. We were also asked to talk about biases. One of our TED Talks that we watched by Ben Myers was really eye-opening and learning how to overcome some of your biases. I was really surprised that I had no gender biases. And I shouldn't be too surprised. I grew up with a house full of women, a bunch of sisters, and they can literally do anything anybody else could do. I have a lot of goals. Some of my educational goals include finishing my bachelor's here at ASU in educational studies and moving on to my master's in learning science. Some of my financial goals include making enough money to support and provide for my family. With that being said, I want to be able to teach without having to worry about my salary. That's why I'm continuing this goal, this side project I have of motivational speaking, so that I can get to a place where I can fund my friends' dreams and my dreams as well. One of my main goals is actually to go teach in Japan. I want to go teach there. I love the culture, I love the car scene. It'd just be a fun experience for me. And I also have a goal of being able to teach in a third world country. Just live there for a year with no electricity, no real running water, and just live in that culture and immerse myself there and just live life how they live it. Some of my learning goals include learning ASL. I have a student soon that I'm going to be teaching that is nonverbal, and he communicates through sign language, so I think it would be pretty fun to learn and beneficial for him as well. And I also want to learn Spanish. Just being here in Arizona, Spanish would be a useful tool to learn. Your goal, Chris Up and Running, and his own label solidified, having a couple artists underneath him as well signed. I also want to start a group home for all ages of kids under 18, troubled teens, non-troubled teens, homeless kids, just anybody have a home to where you need to go. And I also want to be able to start a marketing and promotional group soon too, including like models and promoting small businesses. I want to get SPED certified, being that I work in special education now. I also want to go to coaching conferences just so I can learn how to coach and teach people and motivate people on the outside of this education spectrum as well.
And I'm doing so much better without you. Let me tell you about you.